minute because he's kind of new to us. Give a great big welcome to Branden Martin to WDVX's Blue Plate Special.
All right, hope y'all doing all right. I generally say this evening, but today, this afternoon, I guess, yeah, we're afternoon now. I feel like Chris Christopherson, he said one time on a live album that singing in the daytime was a lot like yelling at a funeral. But I think it'll be just fine. My name is Branden Martin. I'm glad y'all are here today, and hope y'all enjoy this here. This is off my very first full-length album. It's called Me and This Old Guitar. I was doing all right before that woman, before Memphis, and I'll tell you something, I was doing all right for the money and the hopped-up car. I was doing all right, just me and this old guitar. I was doing all right before the Manuel suits, the ones that custom make for you. I was doing all right when I couldn't run a tab at the bar. I was doing all right, just me and this old guitar. Sleeping all day, playing all night, digging down deep in the bottom of a neon heart. Not for the pay, not for the guy, swearing up and down he can make a hillbilly a star. So I was doing all right, just me and this old guitar. So I was doing all right, just me and this old guitar. I was doing all right back in Kentucky, where my mama and the locals loved me. Man, a Jabbo's grill, I could fill up a pickle tail jar. I was doing all right, just me and this old guitar. Sleeping all day, playing all night, digging down deep in the bottom of a neon heart. Not for the pay, not for the guy, swearing up and down he can make a hillbilly a star. So I was doing all right, just me and this old guitar. So I was doing all right, just me and this old guitar. Well, it smelled like smoke and it played like a dream, but it ain't never stole money or cheated on me, oh no. It don't care what I'm wearing or where I've been, and it never complained about the shape I'm in. Sleeping all day, playing all night, digging down deep in the bottom of a neon heart. Not for the pay, not for the guy, slamming up and down, he can make a hillbilly a star. So I was doing all right, just me and this old guitar. I was doing all right, just me and this old guitar. I was doing all right before that woman, before Memphis. Let me tell you something, I was doing all right for the money and the hopped-up car. I was doing all right, just me and this old guitar. I was doing all right, just me and this old guitar. I was doing all right, just me and this old guitar. Thank y'all very much. All right, this next song here was off of my latest album we just released in January. It's called As Long As I Can. Wanna love like my mama, work like my dad. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Branden Martin with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Branden, do you still live in Kentucky?
I do.
What part?
Northeast Kentucky, a little town called Owensville.
Okay. And is that where you grew up?
I did. Varies mostly Northeast Kentucky. Didn't most of my growing up. I did. I don't know for sure that I'm grown up yet. I got older there.
There's a bit of a Peter Pan syndrome going around these days. So let's talk about your musical path. How old were you when you started making music?
When I started making music, I was probably in the neighborhood of 14 years old or so. I'd wrote a lot of poetry and stuff when I was in school, and I did that on my own. I didn't tell anybody about it because I didn't want to get beat up. And then my dad had bought me a guitar and just threw it to me and told me to get after it pretty much. And then I figured out pretty soon that if I put those poems and that guitar together, that was almost a song. And wrote a lot of terrible songs for a while.
So was your family musical? Was your dad musical?
No, not at all.
Not at all. So how did you? I mean, did you learn it from YouTubing? Did you take lessons? How did you figure out how to like tune it? How to play chords and all of that?
I had an uncle and I had a cousin on separate ends of the family that showed me GC and D pretty much. My uncle did, and then my cousin showed me how to pick the wildwood flower. And then after that, I bought a chord chart, and it was a good escape as a child. We lived out in the middle of nowhere, so I'd just go out in the yard and figured it out. I'd listen to the radio or had a cassette tape. I'd hit record when I heard the very beginning of my favorite song, and I'd take that and listen to it over and over again until I figured it out, and yeah, just took it from there.
Interesting, because one thing I learned about playing with cassette tapes, they don't actually play back in the same pitch of the same key that you're playing in. There's always that little bit off there that makes you crazy. Anyway, so you've got a new project that you said just came out in January, self-titled.
Yep, chapter 2, Changes.
Well, tell us more about it.
It had been a little while. The first album we released during COVID, so that was weird, and then that took us down a long way of getting the next one ready. I'd been aiming to do a live studio recording, and we just decided to just get after it and do it, and went in, took a few songs that I had been touring around with and that I hadn't had recorded yet, and I wrote a couple brand new ones for the album, and yeah, I'm just trying to get it around and let everybody hear it, and I'm hoping they enjoy it.
I'm going to assume it's streaming out there on music platforms, as well as you can certainly find it at BrandenMartinMusic.com, and there's merch available right here in the house after the show. We always encourage our audience to shake and howdy with our performers and thank them for coming in and making some music for us. It's Branden Martin on the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
So this next song, I've always enjoyed the music of writers such as Bobby Bare, and of course growing up around home he had everybody. I've lost my train of thought just now. What about that? I enjoy writing is what I'm getting at, and writers that write story songs. And I've always enjoyed songs about something that's close to home. I grew up on bluegrass and stuff like that, and it was always good to hear something about home. But you don't hear a whole lot of things about
East Kentucky anymore. Of course, you got Tyler and Chris doing the thing out there, and it's always good. But I wanted to write one of my own. I like story songs, and I wrote this one. It's kind of a ghost story, if you will. It's called Appalachian Voodoo. When the moon is climbing the mountain and the sun is sinking low, I'll wait back in the timber where the shadows start to grow. Sometimes I'm just sitting all alone here on this log. Sometimes I've got friends who dance like moonlight on the fog. It don't matter much what you do if you're in these hills alone. If you come with good intentions, you're allowed to go back home. But Appalachian voodoo may not let you go away. If evil brought you in here, I'm afraid you'll have to stay. They'll find you like the whispers that are winding through the trees, but they'll hold you where you stand just like the bars around your knees. 1,000 different stories, all from places far and near, and if you listen closely, there's some truth in what you'll hear. It don't matter much what you do if you're in these hills alone. If you come with good intentions, you're allowed to go back home. But Appalachian voodoo may not let you go away. If evil brought you in here, I'm afraid you'll have to stay. All my friends are not companions, they're the ones who stayed behind. Each one for different reasons, and they're all just biding time. For if they find another doing wrong to take their place, whatever their transgression in these woods will be erased. It don't matter much what you do if you're in these hills alone. If you come with good intentions, you're allowed to go back home. But Appalachian voodoo may not let you go away. If evil brought you in here, I'm afraid you'll have to stay. It was 50 years ago, and to this place I ran. My wife with someone else made me a homicidal man. I found a hoot owl waiting, and he understood my plight. He looked into my eyes, and then I saw a flash of light. It don't matter much what you do if you're in these hills alone. If you come with good intentions, you're allowed to go back home. But Appalachian voodoo may not let you go away. If evil brought you in here, I'm afraid you'll have to stay. So when the moon is climbing the mountain and the sun is sinking low, I'll wait back in the timber where the shadows start to grow. Sometimes I'm just sitting all alone here on this log. And sometimes I've got friends who dance like moonlight on the fog. Thank you. I played a show down in Decatur, Georgia a few years ago, and had another show the very next day up in northern Kentucky around Alexandria. And so as soon as we got done, we had to pick up and head out of there. And we were just north of Atlanta and got hung up in traffic like you're supposed to do on I-75. And sit there long enough, I got tired and took myself a nap. When I woke up, we were still in the same exact spot we'd stopped in, and I realized we'd sit there for about 4 hours. And the folks I was with, they said, well, here, you get over here just in case. Let us rest up a little bit, and I did. And lo and behold, as soon as I sat behind the wheel of that car, the traffic started moving. Everybody else got to rest up a while. So we were up on top of Jellicoe about the same time the sun come up, and it was awfully pretty. So me being a songwriter, I did what I do, and I endangered the lives of all them sleeping people and started writing lyrics down on my phone. And made the show and forgot about the song. And a little while after that, I was back down in Nashville, and I got together with my buddy Daryl Hayes, and we finished this one up and sat on it for a long time, played it around like I'm doing here, and then we put this one on the new album as well. It's called A Rambling Reputation. Goes like this. Sun peeking out over top of old Jellicoe, couple 100 miles, and I gotta play another show. Wild out and wicked, I've been driving since the bar shut down. I got the windows rolled down, so I'm colder than an Eskimo, driving my life away, playing on the radio. The life I'm living always keeps me looking for the next town. I make a little money, but it's never enough. It's a hell of a life, but it's what I love. It's a God-given habit, not a means to an end. This rambling reputation of a free-born man. Pretty woman thinks she can nail me to the ground, 'cause Lord knows me, no, I won't always be around. Ain't no lover ever gonna put her reins on me. 'Cause I ain't a little puppy that you find at the pound. Lord, you can't catch me. I'm a fast-moving hound with your finger on the trigger. Better aim it where you think it might be. I make a little living, but it's never enough. It's a hell of a life, but it's what I love. It's a God-given habit, not a means to an end. It's rambling reputation of a free-born man. One more time now. Them honky-tonkin' heathens like the music good loud. I'm taking what they're giving, 'cause I'm living off the crowd. Surviving all depends on how it done the night before. But every time I wake up, Lord, I always wanting more. Make a little money, but it's never enough. It's a hell of a life, but it's what I love. It's a God-given habit, not a means to an end. It's rambling reputation of a free-born man. It's a God-given habit, not a means to an end. It's rambling reputation of a free-born man. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, it's Branden Martin with us here today on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Quickly, I need to mention that support for the Blue Plate Special comes from listeners just like yourselves and from Barley's down in Knoxville's Old City. It's where we have the Big Plate Fridays at noon. And this Friday, a fun show. The Gladson family will be back with us this Friday. You can find more information about them by visiting our website there at WDVX.com. Additional support comes from Modelo Especial. So, Branden, you kind of touched on it just a minute ago with that last song. Do you like to do the co-writing thing?
I do. I really enjoy it.
So, like a lot of people, when they write, they don't like other people injecting themselves into their story. But you're okay with that?
Well, it depends. If it's something I feel that strongly about, a subject or a song that I've got that I feel like is my baby, I'll keep that one to myself and I'll just write it alone. But for the most part, I really enjoy writing with someone else.
Okay, cool beans. Well, he's gonna do a few more tunes for us here today. If you're listening in, it's BrandenMartinMusic.com. Branden Martin with us here today on the Blue Plate Special.
Right, this one here is another one off the latest album. This was I believe the final single we released from it. Again, you can find it online wherever you get your music at. It's called Small Town. I come from a whole lot of nothing. That's what some highbrow fool might say. But hey man, let me tell you something. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wish the whole world was a small town where everybody knew everybody around. I bet we'd sleep a lot better when the sun goes down. If the whole world was a small town. There'd be more who loves who on the water tower. Moms and daddies would still have the power. I ain't saying there wouldn't be no fights, but they'd be underneath of those Friday night lights. I wish the whole world was a small town where everybody knew everybody around. I bet we sleep a lot better when the sun goes down. If the whole world was a small town. There'd be a lot more little white church bells ringing, a lot more front porch sweet tea singing, a little less talk and a lot more meaning. Maybe I'm just dreaming. I wish the whole world was a small town where everybody knew everybody around. I bet we sleep a lot better when the sun goes down. If the whole world was a small town, I wish the whole world was a small town where everybody knew everybody around. I bet we sleep a lot better when the sun goes down. If the whole world was a small town, if the whole wide world was a small town. Thank you. This next song here is another one from the new album. In this business, I've learned that everybody has some sort of advice for you. They can tell you what you could be doing better, what you could be doing different, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, all that sort of thing. And most of them mean the best, but some of them do not. And that's what this song here is about. And it ain't lost on me that I get to do what I love to do for a living, and I'm doing it the way I want to. That's about it. It's called What's That Sound? Well, I started at the bottom out in EKY, where the only plan I had was to live, work, die. Then a couple from a holler turned a light on in my soul. They said you'll never do nothing if you hang around here, son. You better get your music loving tail in gear. So I packed my bags and I set out on the road. I played my guitar from Carolina to LA. One thing that I'm sure of is no matter what they say, I'm gonna holler, now I'm gonna play, put the throttle on the floor and it'll stay that way. You gotta stomp your feet till you beat a muddy hole in the ground. All I ever wanted was to sing my songs, but a badger picker told me I was doing it wrong. He said a voice like yours won't gee-haw in this town. By the way, boy, what's that sound? Now I've been doing this way too long. I'm tired of rewriting on the same damn songs, and I'm thinking that I probably ought to plow new ground this time. This ain't nothing like a brand new me. No, I'm dusting off a record that the needle ain't seen, and I'm putting my flag on a hill too steep to climb. Watch me do my thing now. I ain't playing games no more. I've been out here knocking, now I'm kicking down the door. I'm gonna holler, now I'm gonna play, put the throttle on the floor and it'll stay that way. You gotta stomp your feet till you beat a muddy hole in the ground. All I ever wanted was to sing my songs, but Mr. Adams told me I was writing them wrong. He said a line like that won't gee-haw in this town. By the way, boy, what's that sound? Bless your heart for trying, this is all I've got to say. If you ain't coming with me, you can get out of my way. 'Cause I'm gonna holler, now I'm gonna play, put the throttle on the floor and it'll stay that way. I'm gonna stomp my feet till I beat a muddy hole in the ground. All I ever wanted was to sing my songs, and I'm sick of people telling me I'm doing it wrong. You're gonna find out what my gee-haw in this town, and I'll show you what's that sound. Gonna show you what's that sound. Thank you very much.
It's Branden Martin with us here today on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. He's got one more tune for us here today, but before he does that, we want to invite everybody back again tomorrow. Tom Hampton and Trey Sheehan will be here with us tomorrow. Gary Gillerin and KSA Friends will be here on Wednesday. Thursday brings the Neighbors and Eve Jean and her Falling Stars. The Big Plate Friday at Barley's will be the Gladson Family Band, and then we'll be back here inside Visit Knoxville once again on Saturday with Anthony Jones and Angela Easley. You can find out more by visiting our website at WDVX.com. Brandon's got some merch available over here after the show, and we always encourage our audience just to shake hands with our performers and thank them for being here and making some music for us here today. On the Blue Plate Special, I'll start that by saying thanks to Branden myself. Appreciate you being here with us today.
Thank y'all for having me. Thank you very much.
Will you leave us with a one last tune here today.
Well, I'll do it. Everybody knows that couple that loves one another this week. Next week they hate one another, and the week after that they say it's all good again. They swear up and down they're going to go get married, and then the week after that both of them's going to jail for whooping each other at Walmart. That's my cousin and my best friend. I thought it was awfully funny, so I wrote a song about it. Call it Ain't No Shame. This is on a new record too. Driving down the road about 2:30, 'cause anything's better than worrying about you. I ain't heard from you in a week or so. You lit me up and you shut me down, and you told me you was gonna go running around town. I won't waste my time looking for your car, 'cause anytime you call home, you can't go too far. You'll slow down soon enough, I know. And the neon glow, I'm gonna see you there, but I'll leave you on the corner in the cold night air. There ain't no shame in this small town game. Love and leaving lines all the same. Pick your night and I'll pick the fight. Girl, whatever games you wanna play, 'cause there ain't no shame. You cussed my name and you punched my nose, so I cut your tires and I burned your clothes. I got a call from your mama just the other day. She said you've been running with a man named Jim, so I found his number and I lied to him. I met him at the station down the road from me, and we commenced to fight like you never had seen. Oh, Jimmy left town real fast, I heard. Well, you can phone me once, but I did you twice. Start messing with a woman and I won't play nice. There ain't no shame in this small town game. Love and leaving lines all the same. Pick your night and I'll pick the fight. Girl, whatever games you wanna play, 'cause there ain't no shame. Every couple weeks you come back to me, loving and a hugging and a talking real sweet, confessing your sins and saying you were wrong. Then you tell me that you love me and you want to come home, and I said fine, it beats being alone. There ain't no shame in this small town game. Love and leaving lines on the same. Pick your night and I'll pick a fight. Girl, whatever games you wanna play, 'cause there ain't no shame. Ain't no shame. That's it for me. Thank Thank y'all very much.
That's Branden Martin. Thank y'all. Join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.